All right. So my wife said I say all right at the beginning of like every video. I don't hear it. Anyway, this question comes from Ben. Ben, who I worked with about 20 years ago. Anyway, he back in the day, we worked as merchandisers. We messed around a lot. He told me the ins and outs of Netflix back in the day when you could get your Netflix movies mailed to you in the mail. And he had a whole system down of how to get the most amount of videos, each month. And I followed his thing religiously until Netflix was like, yeah, we're not going to send movies in the mail anymore. We're just going to do this online thing. A lot of younger people are like, I don't even know what he's talking about. How do you get movies in the mail? Look it up. Anyway, Ben was a photographer, and he moved north and did photography the last 20 years. Well, he's also an aspiring writer, and he's been following my YouTube videos, which is very cool. And he was like, I got a question for you. I said, well, give me the question and I'll answer it in my walk and talk. Since nobody else is sending me damn questions, send me some questions, people. Let's go. Anyway, he wants to know where I find my inspirations for stories. It's a common question. It's a question most writers get all the time. Basically it's the where do you come up with your ideas question. I'm sure I've answered this one before, but I'm going to answer it right now, today. Again, maybe. Life around you is constantly barraging you with ideas. I always say, jokingly, but it's also a truth, go to Walmart. Seriously, go to Walmart and just walk around and eavesdrop on conversations. Listen to what people are talking about. Those are all characters for your book. Literally. You could walk through Walmart for, half an hour, come home and write all those character sketches out, if that was your thing. And there you go. There's some really unique, quirky characters. You go to Walmart, I know we've been in a Walmart, I'm sure you have too, where there's it looks like a bride and groom are in there to buy a phone or something. And right next to them is a woman wearing spandex shorts and a tube top, and she weighs 600 pounds. And you know what? If she's comfortable wearing that, I have no problem with that. But that outfit, it doesn't fit. It's like 3 sizes too small. And then everything in between. All kinds of crazy goes to Walmart. You gotta love it. We'll be in a restaurant, and people behind us, people next to us, will be having conversations, and I'll listen to their conversations. My wife knows. Sometimes I'll just kind of stare at her. I'll just kind of put up a finger, and she knows whatever we're talking about is not as important as what these people behind us are talking about. And then we both listen in. So that's also another good one. You watch a TV show, an idea sparks. You read a book. You read a nonfiction book. I love reading nonfiction because I get so many good ideas for other books, for my own stories. So you do that. I have a short story in Dark Yonder issue 10 called Swamp People. And it's about an awful mother who lets her daughter's dog out near the swamp area with alligators. And it's based on a true story, kind of. So, there's inspiration everywhere. As a writer, you open your eyes. I'm sure as a photographer, everything you look at, you say, how can I take a picture of this? What angle, do I need to look through and get the perfect shot? It's the same thing with writing. What is the angle? What is the motivation of these characters? And that's it. That's a simple way to do it. Now, if you have any other ways to do it, let me know. If you agree, if you disagree, let me know. If you have any other questions for me to answer for these Waka Talks, because I need to keep motivated and I keep moving, ArmandRosamilia@gmail.com. Just drop a question underneath, either where you see this on Patreon or on YouTube. Could be about writing, could be about publishing, could be about food, could be about what books I'm reading, could be about anything, sports, whatever. But appreciate it. Appreciate all of the followers, and please subscribe. I'm begging you. I'm trying to build up the YouTube. Please subscribe. All right, I'm out of here. Thanks for the question, Ben, and good luck with everything. Next time you're in Florida, let me know.